Hey guys, this is Mesto and today I'm answering your questions. So this question is by Watson Lopez and it says, hey Mesto, what's the scariest moment you had while performing? I had a bunch of scary moments while performing actually, but one that I remember very vividly is when I was playing in Japan, in Osaka. I always used to have a lot of nosebleeds when I was younger, and my biggest fear was always to get one while I was on stage. And that happened in Osaka during the show. I think it was in 2020. Somewhere in the middle, my nose started bleeding like crazy, so it just was flowing out. And I wanted to continue playing, so I was holding up my face like this and continued the show, but in the end it got so bad that I had to stop. And once I got another nosebleed and there was a MC, which was a girl, and she brought tampons. And she gave me a few and I could stick them up in my nose and it was actually very helpful. So this question is by Ila and it says, hey Mesto, what's the last thing that made you wonder, am I dreaming? That's a good question. I think this year I already had a few of those moments, which was when I was playing in New York for the first time together with Martin Garrix, and I joined him up on stage to play our song. That was super crazy. But also working with Zed on our new song in Los Angeles. I can't really tell when, but I can say that we are finishing it up right now. It's gonna be really cool. We're both very excited about it and it will be released. I think Zed already said that his album is coming out this year, so listen to him. Next question is by Adam and it says, hi Mesto, what made you decide to suddenly release more dance pop tracks? I don't think it was a very conscious decision I made, but I just have a lot of fun in the studio experimenting with different genres and just making whatever I like listening to myself basically, and if I like it, I release it. This question is by Watson. Which artist would you like to collaborate with? There are so many artists who I like to collaborate with. There's this South African band. They're not very known in the EDM community, I think, but I really enjoy their music and I've been to a couple of their concerts in Amsterdam. They're called Beatenberg. We've been talking about working together now, which is very exciting for me to try some different stuff with them. So that should be really cool. But also Calvin Harris would be really sick. I've always looked up to him. I love his music. I love that he's experimenting with so many genres. Yeah, the list goes on. I don't really look for anything, but I think I must really enjoy their music, and it's really important that you have a good vibe in the studio together as well. Next question is by Amen and it says, will there be a Mesto sample pack soon? Maybe, yeah, we're looking into it now, and over the past couple of years I've gathered a lot of samples which I made or tweaked or used, so it should be cool to share that with you in the near future maybe. Lately I've been using a lot of Jake Reed's sample pack, which have a lot of like dead sounding drums. How do you say that? Like the transient's really short, but it sounds very nice. I use the Vluarr sample pack a lot, Alice. There's so many cool sounds, but I always just take a few sounds from every pack and then put them in my own pack and then tweak them as I like. This question is by Apollo and it says, what's it like to finally be a member of the Stamped family? It's a big honor. I've been friends with Martin for a bunch of years now and we've released 4 songs together already. So at the same time, it feels kind of natural to be at his label right now. And I also look up to a lot of artists who are signed here and I'm a really big fan of their music. So I'm very honored. What's the story behind the Breathe EP? How did you start with it? I had these songs. Some of these songs I already started, I think, 3 years ago, and some of them are more recent. I've been working on so much music, and these songs, which I put on the EP, felt the most natural to me to bundle together, and I feel like they're really complementing each other as well, and they're telling a story. The song with Vluarr is something totally different, and the last song is also something I've never done before, but that's just like me in the studio trying to have zero boundaries musically, just having fun in the studio and do whatever comes to mind without any expectations from people. I used to have a lot of struggles with that, but it's very freeing once you start not really caring what other people say or think. Maybe some people will not like the new stuff you did because they're expecting you to release the old sound or something like that. I think you will also gain interest of people who think the new sound is cool, and then they will like it. So yeah, I think you should always really make what you like and what you would listen to as well. Thank you for watching this Q&A. I had a lot of fun answering all of your questions, and I hope you like my new EP, and I hope to see you somewhere around the globe very soon. Much love.